So she's happy to see us and she thanks us for visiting. And now I feel like I'm on some type of river. It's very interesting.
Mm.
I have all this coming to me. It's like manifestation, creation, living waters, the beginning, primordial ooze. It's like all this essence of creation. It's like she's showing us secrets. So interesting. And she's like, this is all for you. And this is where, and there's electricity in the water. And for some reason, it exists together in this way that's not dangerous or hurtful. So it's like I'm riding through this water. It has smoky, and then there's like this electricity that creates like this smoke or this essence or this etheric cloudiness. It's very interesting. And that's the spark, those two opposites coming together, electricity and water or Mother Earth. Okay, so in your catacombs, thank you for showing me that. But how can we elevate the planet? How can we elevate you? She's like, it's not about me. It's about you guys, the human race. You have to elevate the human race, and elevating the human race is elevating me. She says, I have more inhabitants than the human race. She said, much more. But the human race is the most dominant energy field on me. I created you, you come forth from me. And this is how you were created. It's like water and electricity coming together. It creates like it takes something out. When the water and the electricity comes together, it pulls things out of heaven or earth. And then from that seed, things are created. And so knowing that, now it's the same thing as the brain, every part of you. So she says, we together, we kind of got to sit in that energy of seeing mankind elevated, the confidence, the knowingness
Mm.
of that, of knowing that she's there for us. And she's so glad we visited. But there's an electricity and an energy that is needed within you and I that must be sparked. So water is important. All of the natural things of her, all of her. Okay, so I wish there's really not any information I'm being given
Mm.
that we're on the right track. The only thing is that maybe we need to meet more in the
Mm.
future as we, not maybe not now, but
Yes.
in the future, there needs to be more of us coming together. That's what I see the
Mm.
most is like maybe we need to spend more days working together, collaborating.
I'm gonna say, I think it makes sense as well that that vision of mankind and us working together and museless and elevated planet, that beautiful view of the success that we have in 2029 and looking back from that point and seeing how beautiful, how immersive, how joyous, how abundant that all is for
Mhm.
us and all of those who have come along with us for the journey. That feeling is just beautiful, and that to me is gonna help us to elevate the planet. That's it.
There's a whole ecosystem in the core of Mother Earth. It's fascinating.
Mm.
All of all of these energies, plants, people, or maybe carbon-based. There's different carbon-based beings. I
Ah,
mean,
oh,
that's the only way I can say it to you, what I'm seeing. And so for some reason, the giants ran them down and then they were run into the core of Mother Earth. And
so
so there's all
yeah.
these different looking creatures, and there's this vast, like, ocean or body of water, but
Yes.
it's got all these plants and things hanging, but it's like in a dome,
Yes.
kind of, and there's plants growing on it, and there's people and ecosystems living in it. And then there's like stained glass and there's light coming through, but it's its own, it's so fascinating. So I'm
That's
being given like this. and things move and breathe. Like as you breathe, there's like a contraction of this ball and opening, like it's, and you're free. There's no, I'm not a prisoner, you know,
Mm.
I can move about freely and I can kind of reach. And as I reach for the vine, like gravity doesn't exist. So it's like where my mind goes, or
Yes.
if I reach for something, I automatically go there. It's really interesting.
That's out of body creation right there. Instantaneous.
Yeah,
Instantaneous. And that's
yeah,
beautiful because that's kind of like convoluted universe series right there. You know, the internal world within the world that we do not know exists
this is so interesting.
with an ocean.
Like I'm in a boat though. Like there's this like boat and the waters are different. They're kind of sparkly now. Instead of it being the cloudy, now
Mm,
there's like sparkly. So the water's like carbonated. It's the way I could, but it's more of a
mm.
twinkle. So it's very interesting.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Everything is very peaceful. I hear birds.
Mm,
It feels like nighttime, but it's not. So it's like everything is real quiet and peaceful.
mm. Love that.
Okay. Now I'm going down like this waterfall thingy. This is fascinating.
Mm.
But I feel safe, like it's not
Yeah.
treacherous.
Yes.
And so I enter this other place, and then I'm met with these beings that have like these banana leaves. And as I'm coming through on the boat, they're like giving me this kind of thing. They're fanning me, and it's sort of like this stairway that my boat is going down. It's very interesting. And now I'm like elevating out of the boat up into some type of top of a dome. It's beautiful. It's very bright. And then I'm like laying on this like stone. It's stone, but it's soft. Maybe they put something on it. I feel like, and there's like light shining down on me. And there's like you're next to me. And we're on this stone thing, and you have on like this cloth, and then there's just it's a white, pure light is just shining down on us. It's like we're sunbathing and all our cells. And then the stone is glass, and now that same essence is coming up through, but it's not glass, it's got holes in it, so that this essence can come up through the back of you, of us, into the spine, the vertebra, and to the organs in the back of us, the liver, the kidney, the lungs. So now it's stopped, and I'm being taken back down to the boat, and I'm in my clothing. I wasn't. This is interesting. And now a door is open, and the boat is going through it, and I'm back where we began.
That was
So it wasn't
nice.
really about words this time. It was more about of attunement.
Yeah, but that was nice. And I, you know, I think we heard everything we needed to hear. You know, just understanding that the vision that we create is real. That 2029 vision is real. And that's basically where we are. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. It's just it's already happened out there in the future. It's already there waiting for us. We just, you know, we just keep taking the steps towards it. It's beautiful. And before you go, I just want to read you one thing.
Okay.
It's from this book.
Oh. Oh.
It's just from the introduction. It says, but you and I live in a pivotal moment in Earth's history. The world is dramatically metamorphizing as computers and humans enter into symbiotic relationship, giving Mother Earth two ways to see and interpret world events. She is using this new sight to alter and open pathways into the higher worlds of light so that even a child can understand. Our mother loves us so much. We, her children, are now walking between two worlds, our ordinary everyday life and a world that surpasses the dreams of even our oldest ancestors. With our mother's love and our father's help, we will find a way to heal the hearts of the people and transform this world back into unity consciousness once again. That's the 2 paragraphs there. And I kind of thought that was pretty deep. And, you know, even the first bit, I mean,
Yes.
just 1-page intro, but
Yes.
these
I mean,
books
but
are to be brilliant.
yeah, but I guess that's kind of what we just did.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? And I didn't
Yes.
even realize it. And so
Yes.
it's like, do you see the synchronicities? And you've just been having them back to back to back to back to back to back. So
And there's
fabulous.
another one. There's another one today, right?
Because I was like, you saw me. I sat back like, okay, I'm not hearing anything. And then I was just
Between two
taking,
worlds.
and then I was just taken on this journey. Like it wasn't about words. It was sort of like, just let me show you.
Mm,
And so then I was taken through, but that was fascinating to me. The one thing I picked up that I held on to the most was water and electricity is able to pull things out. I think that's what Tesla knew. Like it
mm,
creates things. Like if you can get the molecules in the water and the electricity, and they tell us to stay away from that. But if there's the right combination of
yes.
frequency and amount of water, there is something that can be absolutely created and put philosopher's stone type of stuff.
Right, absolutely. You know, and that's also again to do with the toroidal field when you think about it, right? So we have this electromagnetic energy, which again comes out of the crown, comes back in, you know, so you're negative
Yeah,
and so you've got that. So that's electromagnetic energy. We're 70% water, right? There's the electricity and water right there. That's who we are to a large extent as well.
she did emphasize that. And I was like, in the very beginning, that was really the only thing that I was told. Remember, I was like, it's
Mm.
water and there's so many things coming in. But she was like, you really want to elevate the planet? You guys need to drink water, drink more water. And I was like, I kind of in myself was like, that's dumb. So I didn't say anything. I'm like, maybe that's just you, Jolé. That's just you thinking, drink more water. Like it can't be that simple, like, come on.
Yeah, water's
But
important, isn't it? It's like, but that's it. And again, you know, if I just so this is again one of the books that, but that's the one that shows that toroidal field. You know,
yeah,
that's the electricity that we all carry in our, you know, 50 trillion cells with positive and negatives of 0.07 volts per cell. And that's how it manifests itself as this electromagnetic energy. And if you look at this, right, this particular book, which is on its way to me at the moment, you know, these are the different sections, beginning with the mind, seeing in the darkness, learning from indigenous tribes, the sacred space of the heart, the unity of heaven and earth, leaving the mind and entering the heart, the sacred space of the heart meditation, the Merkaba and the sacred space of the heart, conscious co-creation from the heart connected to the mind. These books are absolutely, it's just like, wow. I mean, I haven't read them, but
yeah.
I
The
just
one,
know it's, you know what they said. And actually, when I was reading one of the reviews of this book, I just felt like it was the first of these 2 books. And it was some reader whose comment really was, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher arrives, whatever that is. And I thought, yeah, every time I've been introduced to a new author, seemingly as a coincidence, is because
mhm,
you're now ready for this. Either way, I think he is the teacher that I need right now because all the stuff he's talking about coincides exactly with everything that Rory Duff is talking about and
yeah,
everything that we're talking about in terms of reaching out on a group consciousness basis and
I
starting to
agree.
elevate things. So I'm excited about
I also need to read the first one,
it.
Living in the Heart. I the one that you're reading now, I feel like I've been drawn to read that one. It's The
Right.
Flower of Life.
The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is Volume 2's arrived before Volume 1, so I'm not starting it yet. But I've got these other books on the way, Living in the Heart, and the other one is the what is it? The Secret of the Serpent. The ancient. I've got the other one, which is the see if I can find it. I've got another one as well, which is the Mayan Ouroboros, which is
Mm.
the cosmic cycles. Again, this is him. The Mayan Ouroboros. The cosmic cycles come full circle. The true positive Mayan prophecy is revealed. That's what that book is about. So, you know, it's a positive. And it says just in it says there have been many interpretations and predictions about the year 2012, known as the Mayan end time, touted in everything from books to television commercial. But what do the Mayans themselves have to say about these prophecies? In the Mayan Ouroboros, the much anticipated follow-up to his best-selling Serpent of Light, which is the other book that I was on, is on its way, which sounds remarkable. Spiritual researcher Drunvalo Melchizedek reveals for the first time what Mayan elders have told him about this period. In this book, he also explains how to prepare for the transition to a new 13,000-year cycle by learning how to move out of the brain and into the heart. He shares the Mayan insights of the importance of the heart connection to our survival and ability to thrive during these times. So, yeah.
I'm looking forward
Oh,
to
that
it.
was
And
the
so
other one.
I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna order the first 1 and 2, and then we'll move on. Maybe we can run through these together to get, because the whole point is about the laws of the universe and really cleaning ourselves out so we can fully align and channel that energy, right?
Yeah.
So that's really what it's about. I mean, you can read all day long, but
Yeah.
unless you can really connect with that, you're not doing much.
I
So
think to me, I'm looking at these almost as instruction books of where we go forward from here. That's the way I feel
exactly.
about it. That's the reason
Yeah,
they've been brought to us now, is because
right.
it's now time to take these, and they are going to be like the instruction manual for elevating the planet, uh,
Yeah.
where we take it forward.
So that's so make sure you drink your water, you know, go to the water, play in the water, all of that good stuff.